For the 8th, 2022. Crazy, crazy energy. We have the lunar eclipse at 16 degrees of Taurus. We'll get to that. Let's start at the beginning. I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. And we start with the 8 energy. The 8 energy is about growing our abundance. The 8 energy is about bringing abundance to us and letting it flow through us. Okay, it's not like it comes to us and we hold on to it tight. We allow it to flow through us. It's about transformation. It's about the truth. It's about being fair. It's about being principled. If we look at the numerology of the day, it's a 25 energy. A 25 energy is success after great difficulty. I think that we will be seeing a difficult path ahead of us. Okay? In saying that, we're going to look at the most positive way to utilize this energy so that we can be successful when we get to the other side of it. 2 plus 5 is a 7 energy. It's about standing in your truth. It's about creating beauty in your life. It's about creating harmony in your life. It's about growing relationships in your life. Sun in Scorpio, Moon in Taurus at 16 degrees. There's so much happening here in the sky, and I don't even know if I should really go into the whole explanation, but basically we have the Moon, Uranus, and the North Node in Taurus, and it's opposing Venus, the Sun, and Mercury in Scorpio while squaring Saturn in Aquarius, which is called a T-square, I believe it is. And that means our energy is on fire. Okay, emotions will be erratic today. Actions will be erratic today. Take your time. Breathe through the experience. Go with the flow. Okay. This eclipse, because it's in Taurus, okay, it's related to our money, most definitely. But also, I think it has to do a lot with relationships. But when it comes down to it, I'm thinking money and security. So there's some very important decisions each and every one of you need to make about your relationship with money and getting honest with your relationship with money. Okay, and this is a powerful, beautiful time in which to do it. The energy is helping you to actually look at it. Okay, so don't be spending, don't be signing contracts, don't be doing any of that today and probably several days, because the energy will be so intense and so strong right now. We have to make important decisions about what makes us truly happy and content, and that feeling of security, that feeling of safety. And looking at our finances, yes, our toys as well, our material wealth as well as our financial wealth, our investments. Now, there could be unexpected news come in because Uranus is right in this, okay? So unexpected news, it's probably not going to be the greatest of news either, okay? But it'll force you to change your plans. It'll force you to look at your finances, your spending habits, how you invest, how you allow your money to work for you, where you splurge, where you need to pull it back, where you need to push it forward. So just take a lot of care. Breathe through the experience. Even though it may feel like you need to make a decision like that, you usually don't have to. You can usually step it back and think about it at least for a couple of minutes. And I urge you to do just that. Okay? Because it'll push you, it'll force you to look at things differently. Your perception changes. And that can lead to some great original ideas and creative breakthroughs that couldn't have happened any other way. Excuse me, I've got this cold. And as soon as I get a chance, we're going to have a talk about how long this is going to last. It's trying to take hold here, and I'm not going to allow it. Saturn, though, is trining Mars. So we do have that. Mars isn't going to move any further than allowed at this time. So don't try and push yourself to any kind of, well, it's first of all a lunar eclipse. We want to look at closure. We want to look at what's holding us back. We want to look at doing things different and bringing in new ideas to ourselves, new creativity, new thought patterns, new awarenesses to maybe our health, our well-being, our spending habits. Pluto's kind of out of the picture. That's a good thing, but everything else is going strong here. We also have, well, let's see here, 22. Definitely Neptune is in harmony with the Sun and Mercury and Venus, so we can visualize our dreamscape of what we truly want and keep it up front and center, and really keep the focus on the end of the road, but definitely not the steps right now. Definitely not the strategy of. Okay, we want to stay between the lines. We've got Mars working well with Saturn, so we can stay between the lines. We can do what is expected of us, tend to our responsibilities, our obligations, and in the process maybe understand what obligations and responsibilities we have that no longer serves us in some way. We need to change things up. We need to close some doors. We need to heal from something. Okay, let's see what the cards have to say, shall we? Now, our shadow card. Look at this, the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is here to say, yes, better energy will be on the way. Okay, we have to get through this. This is a very potent fire, conflict, and things happening and things going wrong. And, you know, we have to make maybe some pretty fast decisions. So I implore on you to at least pull it back for a minute. Just don't jump into action before thinking, even though we'll want to do that. Okay? And it really has to do with our finances. And we'll see this in the world too. We'll see huge rises and dips within the financial. Absolutely. Things will be changing. Things will be flowing differently. Okay? And things can happen out of the blue that really change things in a heartbeat. The Wheel of Fortune says we are moving into a new season, a new direction. Okay, so at the beginning of this, something will happen. You'll be looking at your money. You'll be looking at your finances. Maybe it's a job loss. I hope not for you, but you know you're in my prayers. But it's setting you up for something great. Okay, it's setting you up for something great. So no matter how big the challenge, remember too, it's at 16 degrees. 16 degrees is awakenings. This means that a major part of your life could fall away instantly. Now you're thinking bad, bad, bad. I had one viewer, and thank you for saying this because I'm using it every time now. Don't let the 16 think automatically it's going to be bad, because that's what you're going to manifest, right? You're going to think bad, it's going to manifest bad. That's the way it goes. That's the energy at work. So, you know, winning the lottery, how much of your life would fall away instantly? How many things would change instantly in a heartbeat? Okay, so it doesn't necessarily mean that something bad is going to happen. You're going to lose something. In fact, the 16 energy will never take away something that you need going forward. So it's really about remaining calm, following your intuition, following your sage wisdom, and going with the flow and seeing what happens, what develops, what grows from this experience. Okay. Our first card is, look at this, the Hierophant. Prayer, meditation. Prayer, meditation, talking to God, your angels, your spirit guides, knowing that you have sage wisdom, knowing that if you look within, you have the truth, you have the answers, you have the realization. It's having the courage to bring that out front, to admit it, to say, I really want to do this, or I really want to step into this. And I've been holding back, and I've been hiding this talent. I've been hiding this ability. I haven't shown my true love, my true compassion, my true talents, my true magic. And it's having the courage to release this into the world, to create, to create financial abundance, perhaps, for yourself. It could be love too. Money and love go very hand in hand in the universe when it comes to energy. So it could be relationships as well. Okay, I don't want to undermine that, but since it's happening in Taurus, I'm leaning more towards finances and money. Okay, but the Hierophant is here saying that you have the knowledge, you have the wisdom, but you have to utilize that knowledge and that wisdom. Okay, to know and not to do is simply not to know. We have the Page of Cups. It's about dreaming. It's about dreaming of your tomorrow. It's about knowing that something wonderful will come out of the experiences that you walk through right now. It could be chaos for you. It could be wonderful surprises for you. I'm thinking more it's leaning towards chaos for most of us, because wherever it is in our lives, we need that wake-up call. We need to say, hey, okay, it's kind of like we're shaking the tree. The apples are going to come down, hit us on the head, and knock some sense into us. When we learn better under this, we grow more under this kind of energy. Okay, it's nice to have that beautiful dreamland kind of energy, but that kind of energy will just keep us sitting on the couch, dreaming of the possibilities and not acting upon the possibilities. Sometimes this kind of energy forces you in the corner, so you have to fight it out. You have to duke it out. You're like, I'm not staying in this corner. I'm going forward. I know what I have to do now. I know the direction I want to go. I know what I want to create. I know what my best life ever looks like. And really sitting down and thinking about it. Thinking about what it looks like to you. And it can change, don't worry. You make something that makes you really happy today, and you say tomorrow, it's not going to make me happy. That's cool. You have the right to change your mind about everything. But at least put something in place. We have the Three of Pentacles, so roll up your sleeves, get to work. It's going to be a very long path, full of happiness and joy and sadness and confusion. Absolutely. Now, here you hold the paintbrush. It's almost like that was a complete plastered over wall. And you took that paintbrush and you painted an archway. And eventually you will paint your tomorrow that you step into, one stroke at a time, one brush stroke at a time. And staying focused on it and adding to it consistently. So set 5 minutes a day to work on you. Just 5 minutes. Set a timer. 5 minutes. Give yourself 5 minutes, for goodness sakes. And do something that moves you forward. Maybe write one page of that book. But if you do it consistently and write one page a day, at the end of the year you have a novel of 365 pages. 1 page a day. So it's about, as we go forward, breaking it down into bite-sized pieces, steps that we can handle, things that won't overload us or push us to the limit, but rather give it that consistent effort. The Death card comes out. Strong cards. The Death card comes out. You're sitting here, and you've got that cloak on. And that cloak, especially over the last couple of years, we all wore that cloak in one way or another. Guarding ourselves, right? We have that weapon. Nobody's coming close. Don't look at me. Don't come close to me. Kind of energy. And there wasn't a lot to laugh about. There wasn't a lot to smile about. And we tried to do those things over the last couple of years. But it was, it fell a little flat most of the time. Because we really couldn't step into the joy, the happiness that we can now. We can now. But realizing that we're not stuck in the last 2 years, but we've actually overcome the last 2 years, and now we're going forward. So it's time to stand up. It's time to lay down that weapon. It's time to whip off that cloak. It's time to embrace your inner child and feel the freedom, feel the liberation, letting yourself go. It's like showing up and here's my talents, here's my abilities. Or maybe they're in rough mode right now because you haven't been working those muscles, and that's cool too, because now I need to start applying myself and working at this every day and building the strength of that muscle. Maybe it's your intuition, maybe it's your wisdom, maybe it's doing the things that you need to do. Our final card is, look at this, we end with the Ace of Swords, the aha moment, the epiphany. So, an increased We have an increased ability to view things differently. So try to back up a little bit and look at it from a different perspective. Play devil's advocate with yourself. It will lead to very original ideas. It will lead to very creative breakthroughs for yourself. So that lightning bolt, that magic that you've been holding within can come alive. You know it. Where you thought you couldn't step, or where you didn't even imagine stepping, it unveils itself to you. Or maybe you're creating it. One step at a time, one brush stroke at a time. So we have Pentacles right in the middle. That is about creating our abundance, but we need to take that cloak off. We need to heal from things. We need to learn how to laugh again, how to enjoy ourselves, taking care of ourselves, taking care of others, growing our relationships, deepening our relationships, allowing laughter and celebration into our lives again. But it's not going to be the easiest road to uncover all of that. And so we have to be prepared. Confrontation. Pick your battles wisely. I kid you not. Confrontation. Pick your battles wisely. Remember, you don't necessarily need to win the battle. You need to win the war, right? You need the triumph at the end. You need to put your flag in the ground. You need to have that celebration. And so you really have to choose your battles wisely. Some people will never listen to you. Some people will disagree with you. Some people will work against you. That's life. Okay? It's okay. Pay attention to the people that are like-minded, that have compassion, that support you, that talk like you can do this. You can move mountains if you want to. And I know you can. It starts with moving the pebbles, the small pieces, one pebble, one small rock at a time. And with persistence, that mountain will be moved. You will move it. So there's a belief that needs to be within us. So get around those people that raise your belief in yourself, your confidence within yourself. So it's not how many arguments you have had and won, but how many you can avoid not getting drawn into. You don't make friends by being aggressive or opinionated or insisting on your point of view. You will always offend somebody. When you use tact, diplomacy, maybe a little humor, you can diffuse the situation and consider the feelings of the other person involved. This doesn't mean that you shouldn't stand up for yourself regarding important issues. On the trivial matters, silence is the most powerful virtue. It's wiser to choose your words with care and pick your battles. The mantra is, I stand up for what I believe in and choose my battles wisely. I stand up for what I believe in. And I hope top of the list is yourself, that you believe in yourself. Of course, God, the angels, the cosmos, the universe, that divine energy, but yourself. Okay, we'll get an animal card, and then we'll get a Journey of Love card. Who do we have? We have the Loon, the intuitive. The Loon shows up, the intuitive. Listen to the song of your soul. Trust your intuition. As you have a way of knowing. Emerge from the busy life. Oh, I almost had it there. And seek more solitude. Recognize that you are unique and that you are loved. So listen to the song in your soul. Where does your magic want to lead you? Where does it want to take you? What is that inner child screaming at you? Please, please, can we try? Trust your intuition. You have a way of knowing. We all do. Some of us haven't worked that muscle as much as we should have, and some of us have very strong intuition. Whatever level you're at, don't worry about it. Start talking to yourself. Start listening to your higher self, your intuitive knowledge, that inner child within you. Emerge from the busy life and seek more solitude. So once again, pulling it back a little bit, thinking about our actions, thinking about our words, right? 2 ears, 1 mouth. It's that way for a reason. Recognize that you are unique. Please recognize that you are unique, that you are one of a kind, that this world is a better place because you're here in the now. Okay? No matter what the struggles are, know that you make a difference. You absolutely do. I know that. And you do have a special path. So go with the flow. Allow the experiences to open up to you. See where it leads you. Grow your confidence and get around people that allow you to grow your confidence, that help you grow your confidence, the belief in yourself, the belief of your own special magic, which makes you so unique and viable. And you are loved. Now I know some of you show up because I am the only person in the day that tells you I love you. And I truly do. I truly do love you. But you are surrounded by angels and spirit guides and past loved ones. You are surrounded by that divine energy, the cosmos, the universe. You are immensely loved. Immensely loved. You are never truly alone. Somebody needed to hear that. So you're in my prayers. Leave comments. You're always in my prayers. Some of you, like Jazzy Jules, I worry about you sometimes when you go missing on me. And I'm so grateful when I see a post from you or a comment from you. But there's so many of you I could name. Jazzy Jules, I mean, she has been around, oh my gosh, probably since I started doing videos. And, you know, put her in your prayers, please, because she has been battling brain cancer. And she's had many, many surgeries. And she's still here with us because she does have a mission. And she knows her beauty. Anyways, let's get to our Journey of Love card. And it is Angel of Jupiter, Awaken, and it is the 6th energy. Look at that. The Angel of Jupiter, Awaken. Right now we know that Jupiter is in Pisces, right? Yes. I'm so sorry. I'm going to get a drink. And pretty soon Jupiter will meet up with Neptune. That's exciting. And that's about growing our dreams. It's about the expansion of happiness, joy, abundance in our life, love in our life. Okay, Angel of Jupiter. Awaken your arms. I wait to stop time, savoring each moment for an eternity. Like an angel, you light the room. Your love, giving life. To the love I've held within, unbridled and free, our dream unfolds, and we are forever changed. Beloved, within you there is a magnificence, a greatness, and the ability to live bolder, larger, and more exuberantly than you have ever imagined. Awaken that keen spirit, hungry for adventure and new experience. The Angel of Jupiter, the spirit of bold expansion and divine generosity, lives within you. Your spirit cannot be made small, but must be free. Start now. Feel the endlessness of your own heart. What can be done today to live bigger? A smile? A yes to that offer of adventure? Sharing yourself without fear? Taking a step forward into the unknown? Daring to imagine that the divine doesn't just happen to you, but happens through you, as you. Embrace the courage of your own open heart and dare to dream, beloved. The bold divine nature within you is calling you to great things. Now is your time to awaken. The oracle holds a message of guidance for you. You are being given an opportunity that can change your life. Don't hesitate to accept it. If you are acting with more assertiveness, more generosity, more playfulness, and more spiritual authority than usual, this is your confirmation that this is coming from a genuine place within you. If you are experiencing some havoc in your life or a sense that things are changing, this oracle comes as affirmation. Yes, there is change, and yes, you are outgrowing what once was. So you will be prepared to receive that which is more suited for your next stage of growth. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.